All right, hey guys, I'm here to answer questions about the Clinch pick. It's a goofy looking design made by a buddy of mine. Been in some real knife fights and a lot of close quarter stuff. When we think about the Clinch pick, we're assuming something pretty wild about a fight, that we're going to be ambushed and probably backed into confined space, whether it's in a vehicle or smashed up against a corner or kind of fallen back. It's the assumption that a fight is going to end up in some kind of wrestling match, which is pretty true to form for real life ambushes. So it's a pretty crazy looking design, and it really works for real world stuff, the way fights actually go, not the way you would imagine them to go. Anyway, there's whole videos on that on YouTube. I'm not here to belabor that. I'm here to answer some very specific questions on the Clinch pick itself. So one has to do with where you put it on you, and that's basically what I end up doing, and you can do it however you want, but it's built to pull downward so that nobody can keep you from drawing it. What I'll do is I'll take this right here as such, lace it up through my belt as such, and I'll run it underneath my belt so that the tip points out. Then this comes over the top and locks down as so. Now, because this is kind of pointing down center, I can grab this on either side very, very quickly, and I can do it with either hand, right? So no one can stop me from drawing that knife. Even if you tried to pin my hands, I can end up driving my hands to, my hips to my hand and be able to drive and hip in. Now, another thing is, the blade is on the top edge, not on the bottom. And if somebody's up close, this is where my strength is. I don't have a lot of strength down, especially when I'm up close. So the idea is if somebody grabbed a limb, I can pull up through and slice them to ribbons, or I can grab and rip. And so if you're in jiu-jitsu'd up wrestling match, having the edge on the top is a really, really cool thing, is I can stab, hip up, tear, and rip through limbs. So really, really nasty piece here. The edge goes on the top and it's not on the bottom, so it's not technically classified as a dagger, which would be two-sided. So you can get it in a whole lot of states that you couldn't get another knife in. So check with local state laws and whatnot, but it's illegal in a lot more states that daggers are not. So it makes a very good concealed item. A third thing about the Clinch pick that people don't understand is they come and some people want to buy a piece of art. And if you want a piece of art, buy a painting, an oil painting. It'll be fantastic. But if you're into a working tool, understand that there may be blemishes and scuffs that come back. Now, the point of this and the designer's intent is Craig made a finish on this, kind of like a Cerakote thing, that immediately starts getting stripped off. But the idea at first was, especially in the first bit, is that it has this kind of Cerakote on that gives it kind of a dull finish, and it helps it with the retention a little bit more. But the more you keep drawing it, the more it wears off. And so you'll get this knife, you'll pull it out, and all of a sudden it's got some scuffs on it, and that's a good thing. You notice this one, all the finish is worn off. You can see where it used to be right there, but he wanted to remove some of the flash of the blade that comes about so people don't see it. And so some of that, as that initial coating is wearing off, that's what's happening. So again, it could have been an easy sidestep to just not put that finish on in the first place, but in the spirit of let's keep it looking dull and blemished, keeps the blade from flashing. So it's by design in an easy move. You could completely eliminate that, but it's created some customer service type difficulties where people didn't even understand what was going on. Anyway, guys, if you like the Clinch pick, go ahead, hit up our site. And yeah, I carry mine every single day, and I love it. Clinch pick on, guys. See ya.